This next movie is a John Hughes classic that I didn't watch up until a couple years ago, and now I plan to watch it every Thanksgiving. The movie Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Oh man, there's it's just so great that dynamic between the two characters and how ridiculous John Candy's character is, and how he's actually just like a really good guy, meaning well, but always
Right.
kind of accidentally fucking everything up, right? And making it worse for everyone. Oh man, it's a classic, really. I wish that I watched this movie when I was younger, like a kid. So, but even still not doing that, it just feels nostalgic, like I've seen it before.
Oh yeah, I mean Steve Martin's like this uptight kind of asshole, and yeah, John Candy's the well-meaning buffoon, and it's yeah, they're a great combination.
Hmm.
Uh, I mean, off the top of my head, I haven't seen it in a while. The car rental scene where Steve Martin just goes off on that lady.
Drops how many F bombs and like
Oh yeah, he's
Oh
just fucking
yeah.
this and fucking that. I want my fucking car right fucking now. Oh yeah, and then at the end she's just like, "You're fucked."
Then you can give me a fucking automobile. A fucking Datsun, a fucking Toyota, a fucking Mustang, a fucking Buick. 4 fucking wheels and a seat.
Oh boy, what?
You're fucked.
that's the thing is this movie couldn't be made today. Just get on your fucking cell phone, man. What are you talking about? You know, but
Yeah.
like a phone is not transport. It's not even an Uber. It's
Hmm.
Yeah, and it's I mean, how many Thanksgiving movies are there
not a lot. I
that are
think,
like classic, you know?
yeah.
This might be the only one. I don't know.
And I believe it's actually they had interviewed Steve Martin for this, and Steve Martin said you could tell it always seemed like John had like a little bit of a broken heart.
Well, he was a very sweet guy, very sweet and complicated. And so he was always friendly, always outgoing and, funny and nice and polite. But I could tell he had kind of a little broken heart inside him.
Like there was something he was always trying to make sure he didn't let anyone down all the time. Like he did John Hughes films like throughout the 80s. It's basically what made him a big star. But he would even do like he did Home Alone for free. He'd work for about 24 hours straight, no sleep, ad libbed like every line in Home Alone, and then
Hmm.
went home. Like John Candy, there's a scene that he does in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles when um, Steve Martin's going off on him. And he's like, here's the thing, have a point when you tell a story. These little inane, observations that no one cares about. You're like, how can you stand it? Well, I've been with Del Griffith or something like that, all this stuff. And after this long tirade of him just ripping him to shreds,
Yeah.
John Candy comes back with, I think, is probably the greatest line in the movie.
You want to hurt me? Go right ahead if it makes you feel any better. I'm an easy target. Yeah, you're right. I talk too much. I also listen too much. I could be a cold-hearted cynic like you. But I don't like to hurt people's feelings. Well, you think what you want about me. I'm not changing. I like me. My wife likes me. My customers like me. Because I'm the real article. What you see is what you get.
And then it comes in with this awesome musical score, and then he goes and
Right.
says, he's like, he drops the mic and so it's a really
Hmm.
good scene. And it's a
It
scene
is.
Steve Martin was talking about because John Candy does that so well. It's like he's tapping into something that himself has had to endure
Right.
growing up and whatnot. So, classic movie. Probably one of my favorite John Hughes films, if not my favorite John Hughes film.